Thank you, and good afternoon. Thank you for coming out on this suddenly snowy day. I don't know if anyone else looked at the weather. I did not, so I was a little surprised. So there you go. This is our annual preview concert in preparation for our OMEA district concert band. They used to call it contest, but we're supposed to call it adjudicated event here in a couple of weeks. In 2 weeks, matter of fact, March 16th at Oak Harbor High School. We will be at 2 o'clock in the Oak Harbor Auditorium. It is free, and everyone is encouraged to come and support and listen, not only our band, but if you get there early or stay late, the other high school bands, everyone works very hard for this, and their student musicians all deserve a great deal of support and encouragement, and so it'd be great to hear not just us, but to see what everyone else is doing as well. There are several local bands playing Friday night and Saturday, as well as choirs singing Friday and Saturday, and it would be great to see other people. Perhaps you have neighbors, cousins, friends whose students are up there with other schools, and we encourage you to go and support all of them, even those that are down the street to the east. We were very, very fortunate this year. Every year we have a clinician come in, and we're going to keep your kids afterwards. I'm sure that you'll appreciate the afternoon off. We're going to keep your kids for a little bit afterwards and do some clinicking. And every year we normally have one of our colleagues here in this corner of the state who are all very gracious in coming out and working with our students and always enjoy that. This year we're especially lucky to have with us Mr. Richard Saucedo from Carmel, Indiana, a very well-known composer and arranger and educator, and the composer of the last piece we played. So everyone, if you would please welcome Mr. Saucedo. He had a chance to talk to us a little beforehand about the inspiration behind that piece, and I know I love it. I loved it the first time I heard it, and I was like, that's it, that's the one we're doing. And so we're really, really fortunate to have him here. Part of the reason he is here is because we are a Con-Summer school, a Con-Summer partner, and they have a great division of education over there, and the only reason we are a Con-Summer partner is because of the support of our administration and school board and the investment they made, the actual real monetary investment they made in your students. A couple years ago, we got a whole bunch of new tubas and sousaphones and other stuff too, but really nothing else matters other than the tubas. It's a joke. It's okay. It's okay, because I'm a tuba player, and so never mind, we'll move on. So thank you to our administration and to Con-Summer for making all that happen. That's fantastic. The next part, you just saw the part, hopefully that in 2 weeks will be better, but you just saw the part that you will see publicly at Oak Harbor, and then we move to a dark, secluded room. It's actually not a dark, secluded room. It's the Oak Harbor Band Room. It's very nice. And we do what's called sight reading, and we're going to do that. We're going to sort of peek behind the curtain today. If you've been to these before, you know that we do this on the regular. Back in the day, the first time we did it, the kids were, what? We're doing what? And now they kind of know. So there you go. The piece they have in front of them and the piece that I have in Mrs. O's hand, because she's keeping it secret, I've never seen before. I bought it, but I've never actually sat down and looked at it. And so we are going to take some time. There are 3 sort of intervals. The first 4 minutes is me looking at the piece and the students looking at the piece. The second 4 minutes is me giving them some instruction as to how the thing's going to go, and then we play it. And like I said, we've never seen it before. And then there'll be an adjudicator in there, and they'll get up and they will give us some comments. Hopefully they won't fall. Sorry, that happened a couple years ago. Anyways, and then that rating goes into the scores of the overall rating just as much as anything else. In Ohio, it's a 5 rating system, 1 through 5, 1 being superior, 5 being not so much. And then there are 3 adjudicators on stage, and each of them give a rating, and then there's the adjudicator in sight reading, and he gives a reading, and they're all 25%. So it's not like sight reading is less than the stuff on stage. It's not like it's more than the stuff on stage. It's all equal. So there you go. So sight reading is very important. Essentially, it is it's what we're doing in action. You know, anyone, not anyone, but you know, are the students just a bunch of trained, I don't want to say monkeys, but trained monkeys, trained chickens, that they just sort of do the act, like, because we could rehearse a whole lot, and I could say play this like this and play this like this, but when you've never seen it before, do you actually know what you're doing? Do you actually have those musical concepts down? And so that's what sight reading is all about, is seeing if the students are actually learning or if they're just being told what to do. Generally, well, I shouldn't say that because I'm going to jinx us. Not generally. Yes, no, I don't want to put the jinx on us. So you've still got my part? No. You've got my part. Oh, how is it? Is it good? Okay, good. And then Mrs. O is going to keep track of the time for us, and so I know it'll be a little dry for the next 8 minutes, but then you'll hear something that none of us have ever heard before. So hopefully it'll be all right. All right. Ready? Mrs. O, you ready? Okay. thank you very much for coming out tonight. We are going to lock them in a secluded area until 6 o'clock. No, that's not true. We're going to go to the band room, and our clinic stuff is going to go, they'll be ready to be picked up at 6. So for those of you who are picking them up, they'll be here at 6. Otherwise, thanks everyone for coming. Be careful out there, and hopefully we'll see you on the 16th. Thank you very much.